great marijuana. That is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen.
Marijuana is referred to as Mary Jane, pot, weed, or tea.
That Michoacan, man, Acapulco Gold, man. I even smoked that tight stick.
We're smoking reefer.
The weirdest thing smoking on the internet. The Podheads Web Show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's 420 on a hashtag We Wednesday. You're in the Cypher with the Podheads. I'm your Commander-in-Chief, Frank the Tank. And as always, I'm hanging with my very best buds, JB Perez.
What's up? What's up? What's up, buds? It is JB Perez in the Cypher once again with the best buds. Guys, he said a hashtag Weed Wednesdays. We're the Podheads at the Podheads Web Show. That's our handle on all the social media sites. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. Stick right here with you. Stick right here with us. Make sure you subscribe, tell your friends, and let's get to another good episode, guys. What's up, C-Money?
Yeah, buddy. Check us out everywhere, guys. Spotify, YouTube, Apple, all that good stuff. It's a weird time, as always, so it's going to be an interesting show. Just going to shoot the shit here and see where it goes.
So it is a weird time, C-Money. 2020, I think the ongoing thing online is that 2020 is straight dog shit. It's been terrible. It's been, and I think that I've shifted the way I go about life in recent years. I know that I've said in past episodes, probably one of my resolutions was to be more positive and be more happy. I think I said that on our New Year's episode last year. Well, anyway, it's kind of worked because I haven't until recently realized how shitty 2020 has been for me, actually, not only for the country and everything going on, but I mean, I sliced my finger open, needed stitches. I've lost feeling in that same finger. Today, I've been dealing with really bad back pain. This past week, I had a procedure done on my back in which the damn surgeons somehow managed to smash my phone up under the bed.
Florida, bro.
I mean, that's only two things in the last few weeks, but there's been a handful of things.
That's funny because I was just talking to my old lady. It's like, I'm losing my mind. I'm so ready to be out of this house. I'm done with COVID. Every day seems like Groundhog Day, but in reality, everything's different. You said it even from a week ago. Last week you had a finger. This week you don't. So in reality, every day things actually, day by day things stay the same. But in reality, everything changes within weeks, within months. And 2020, you said it. It's been half a year and it sucks so bad. I can't wait for the second half because I can't imagine we can't go. I mean, other than the rapture, I mean, what else can happen, right? It's got to be on the way up,
It's just ironic, man. Like, everyone's been bragging about the percentage rate, right? 2.3, 2.8% on these houses. Like, dude, it's all going to crash again in a couple years. We're going to have another housing crisis because people that can't get houses or shouldn't be can now all of a sudden afford it because the interest rate is abnormally low. It's just,
I'm behind. There's a meme where this black guy behind a tree just like rubbing his hands, waiting for something. That's me. I'm waiting for the market crash to come down so I can buy my first house because you're absolutely right, C-Money. Like, already there's been an uptick on the coronavirus once they opened it back up and the stock market crashed. So to your point, like, people don't know what the hell's happening right now. It's like they have a bear market and a bull market. It's a fucking kangaroo market. It's up and down, up and down, up and down.
But doesn't that tell you something though? Like, coronavirus shit is going up. Like, I saw the anonymous people on Twitter, if you follow that whole thing, they just put out like almost 1 million worldwide are died now. So isn't it kind of funny how we had to shut down the world, but now with like the protests and all these other things happening, no one wants to hear about it. No one cares.
People are fickle, man. It's whatever is jingling in front of them. We cannot multitask as a country. And people have to remember, we're a young country. We are not the first country to ever revolt. We are not the first country where ethnics have fought nationalists. We're not the first country to have corrupt governments. You know what I mean? And this, again, so when I criticize the government and the politicians, I'm not criticizing our country. I say that, trying to remember, look, we are less than 400 years old as a country, and we are still learning from our mistakes. And so hopefully the State of the Union will get much better here in the next coming year, hopefully, but who knows? I mean, you just got to take it day by day. Like you said, everything changes day by day.
Day by day. Yeah. You got to smoke some weed, man. It's the only way you can get through it, man.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget to look for us. It's going to be a good one. We're going to kind of just shoot the shit. We got a couple things to talk about. A PS5 just got revealed. UFC's making big moves. We got another drug screening for you, the Week in Weed. So it's going to be a good one. Before we get things started, though, let's do this as we always do.
Yeah, I'll go first just because I'm almost out, but I went to the dispensary. Again, literally, I think this time, 4 minutes. I waited less time than I did last time. You know what? I'll say it. I said it before and I'll say it again. COVID is, as for the waiting game, it's completely over. Like, you will never, ever have to wait in line again. Like, if a business or a company is doing due diligence for their future, you will no longer have to wait. And I just experienced it again. It took me 4 minutes to get a bunch of bud, like $300, but a bunch of bud in 4 minutes. They had it ready to go. Here you go, sir. See you next time.
It's easy. You say not 300, but it's easy to spend $300 at a dispensary these days. It's expensive.
Very, very easy. Yeah. And I'll talk about it in the Week in Weed. But the taxing, we say, yeah, tax me. But after you pay that tax over and over and over, it gets a little pricey.
You realize in a year you've paid thousands of dollars in taxes just on bud that you didn't get to, you didn't get bud for that. You just paid that tax. It ain't perfect. It ain't perfect, but we're getting there. We're getting there, JB.
We're getting there, and until they do, we're just going to get it illegally anyway, so fuck them.
Yeah, either way, right? People are going to find ways, just like prohibition. I mean, people moonshine.
Yeah. I'm headed back.
Politics.
I'm headed back to work come next week, guys. Everything's opening up. I said the coronavirus is still on the uptick, but unfortunately or fortunately, who knows, we're past the threshold. It's like we can't go back. So everybody's going out and they're gonna go work and take care of yourself. But I'm going back to work. My job, they're going all in. I have a good boss who's into that stuff. We're getting filters and hand sanitizing stations and foot sanitizing stations. I mean, we're going all in.
But see, this is the way things have been. And I'll give you an example when I talk about us being a young country. China, obviously, is thousands of years old. People walk around there, and they've been walking around there for generations now with masks. And that's just the thing. And let me tell you, son, people say, oh, it's because the bad air out there. A paper face mask does not filter air or smog like that. They're doing it because they have been through things like this before. Other countries have been through things like this before. They've learned. So they practice better hygiene. They're in a highly populated area. They know that diseases spread fast. So people are responsible. Americans, we're not that responsible. So we're learning, and things are going to change. You're going to see it's going to become more commonplace, if it hasn't already, to see people wearing masks. And I'm okay with that. It is a little off-putting at first, but I think that it's so funny how people, oh my God, a sneeze, it'll travel so far and you can get the coronavirus, and the coronavirus can last for this many days and this. Well, you know what? So the common cold can last for so long. There's tons of viruses, flu and different things that can last on surfaces, right? That can be spread from sneezing, coughing, touching. We should always have been practicing good hygiene. It's just now we're finally waking up.
Yeah, we're facing something that we can't beat quick, and now we're learning. You understand?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wuhan, bro. Wuhan is fully operational, and more than 20 million tested, and we're still running around chicken with the head cut off.
New Zealand has 0 cases, brand new or in the hospital or dead. 0 every day this week. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you're right. It just depends on who's following the instructions, or who's giving out the instructions, or what you decide to do for yourself. Frank Tank said it. We probably should have been practicing better hygiene as a species or as a country.
Definitely,
before
bro.
This,
When was the last time the New York City subway was disinfected before this? Never.
I
never.
Great point.
Like, it's disgusting, and people are disgusting. I've worked in medical centers. I think some of my co-hosts have too. People are gross, man. Most people don't practice simple hygiene, and I don't know what it is. Especially, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like some people in the cannabis community, like I've been to some stoners' houses and it's pretty gross.
There are some gross, messy ass stoners.
Pick up your damn Cheetos, bro. Stop being neckbeards.
2-week-old bong water. You ever have the 2-week-old bong water? Here, bro, take a hit, and you can like smell it. It's
yeah, that's terrible.
Growing up in New York, it hit me as I was taking us out. You know, these highly populous areas, bro. As a kid, I remember being scared, walking, like stepping over crackheads and sleeping in the apartment buildings. You know what I'm saying? I remember
in the hallway.
Yeah, in the hallway. You know, like that's the only way I can get to school. I had to step over a crackhead. And I remember being so scared he was gonna grab me, you know, like looking, yeah. And I was young, you know, and I remember, you know, the elevators reeking of piss.
Oh, piss.
The corners, yeah, piss, bums. And then you just think about these places. These are places owned by people who are profiting ridiculous on these buildings. Money, bro. They don't bother to clean them. They don't bother to sanitize and any of that shit. And shit spreads. And those are the most densely populated areas. Yeah, the train was a good point, bro. The train, you're talking about millions of people, maybe thousands.
Touching and spitting and pissing and shitting and breathing. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Absolutely. Ugh.
You ever see that It's Always Sunny episode where D had to ride the bus?
Yeah, what was when Mac and Troy faked their death, right?
They crashed their car.
Right, yeah, and she's the guy's like sitting there and he just like starts puking on himself and shit. It's really
Actually, I'm taking the kids up to Georgia next month and going to Six Flags the day they open. So it should be interesting to see how that works, but they're staggering the times. Places like Disney, Orlando, like it's reservation times just to get into the park.
Look at that. So there you go. I just said it. You're not going to wait anymore. You better be on time, Frank the Tango. Your ass is going to not get on the roller coaster.
Bro, if Disney cuts lines, I'm all for the $5,000 ticket.
I was just going to say, are you going to pay $1,000 ticket? Because that's probably how much it's going to cost for you not to wait in line.
And let me tell you, just on that note, we got to get out of here. But the prices between Disney and a place like Six Flags, unbelievable, man.
You can't compare the two, though. Six Flags got trash everywer, bro. Disney, you're not going to find a gum wrapper on the floor. Yeah, bro. Well, maybe not Georgia, but this one here in New Jersey, it's pretty terrible.
I got one right here too, and it's iffy. Yeah.
Is it really? Yeah. Your one used to be Riverside.
Drew Elementary School.
Yeah. When I lived in New York, I used to go to Riverside as a kid. All right, we got to get out of here anyway. No more reminiscing. Yeah. We'll be right back. We're gonna talk about some UFC. So stay tuned. It's the Podheads.
Yeah.